Now when they see us in the streets, all they wanna do is take pics, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, and when they hear us on the beat, all they wanna do is make hits, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, okay.
And if you're feeling how I'm feeling, how the world should be perfectly on fire like a third degree, and suddenly, shawty, we got so high, fireflies.
This is Evil for All Time. I'm your host / author Kenneth Neal, bringing you podcast number 3, Number San, of this online podcast. This introduction is accompanied with a track by Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, no relation to Danny Glover, the actor. He released the CD this year, and my friend just turned me on to it, and this is amazing. I'm definitely a fan. The track is entitled Firefly. Let's just go into the next topic, entitled From Beasts to Barcodes. It's all part of the plan. Act 1.
Outside the Maryland Science Center. It's a full-scale model of NASA's James Webb Space Telescope.
This may give us our first clues about the existence of life in another solar system.
If we could see a planet like Earth with an ocean, I think that would be really cool.
Sounds incredible, right? Webb might get us another step closer to solving the puzzle. Are we alone? Now, the U.S. Space Agency itself even tried to come up with alternatives to Webb because of all the problems they were having. They changed the management team out. But what it came down to at the end of the day, TJ, was they were so far downstream already that it made more sense and was going to cost less at the end of the day to continue with the program rather than just gutting the whole thing and trying to start over with something else. So the promise of Webb is supposed to be absolutely incredible. We'll see if it ends up worth the price.
Oh, this better work, John. It sounds like a lot of ifs and certainly a lot of money. This better work. John Zarella, always good to see you. Thanks so much.
According to the CNN segment, NASA is currently developing a new and powerful telescope. A telescope so powerful with the capacities to better understand the complexities of time and space. Certain science experts would not be able to place a price of the valuable data it's likely to output. Well, actually, it will come at a price. Over $2 billion thus far, costs incurred due to intense trial and error, according to the program director, of which the final schematic is scheduled to launch in the year 2018, nearing a grand total of over $8 billion, which is a guesstimate or a hypothesis. Maybe tag on another billion just to be safe. Just wanted to check if members of Congress are actually looking outside their luxe condos and office buildings. This characteristic of social disconnection between an autocratic government and the citizen demand could not be more obvious, despite the fact of NASA's known reliance on A. internationally funded technology, and B. resources used to expedite the public need of space transportation. More tax dollars are being funneled into this governmentally approved comedic routine of a budget. Yeah, our nation is in what has been prominently showcased through the media to be in an economic crisis. Politicians maintaining callous charisma appear to be bonded to this, the manufacturing of Americana, an ideal with great poise and allegiance. Ultimately, these same politicians have spent time and effort to keep said NASA-related programs alive. Alive for the sake of earning additional exploration bragging rights within outer space this time, in order to proudly declare this interstellar property in the namesake of the United States of America. Yeah, it's all ours, baby. Skip China and Russia. With government deficits that have well breached the $1 trillion mark, our citizens have witnessed our government splurge on excessiveness in the attempt to create, quote, safe and greater tomorrow. We have also witnessed where mountains of lives, lies, and collateral dollar spent within a flash to, quote, protect our borders and abroad. Occupiers have maintained their solemn dedication to protest their collective disgust and disenchantment with governmental spending. They continue to display citizen outrage akin to the peasant subjects of yesteryear storming the walls of the castle, all the while protecting a king bloated with avarice and pride. They make their message loud and clear. They do not appreciate our current administration farming our families for the sake of egregious acts of war and imperialism. Many thanks to Michael Moore for showing exactly how our beloved government must feed upon the downtrodden in Fahrenheit 9/11. With surgical precision, they pounce and maintain operations amongst the poorest/lowest class citizens, lusting to send the young and the virile into sardine tins to fight for democracy. In fact, Mr. Moore graciously extended the offer to our elected representatives to send their offspring into the collective forefront. They strike through, spat in his face, and strike through, laughed in his face, and promptly made their departure. In Karl Marx era, he would have said that the wealthy bourgeoisie, or the 1%, would never allow anyone of their class level to engage in such simple, silly savagery. That would be the work of the lowly proletariat, or the 99%, to dirty their hands and extract the land that is needed. The previous track was composed by Pulsar called Undo the Silence.